guys, thanks for tuning into this video. I know this week is kind of a weird off week since it is my birthday week, so it's been a little bit of different stuff, but next week I promise you we're gonna go back into the more normal content. But I have learned a lot over these last 25 years, and some of it I've learned while traveling, some of it just trial and error of just living life and making mistakes, and some of it I've learned from other people by listening to my elders and people around me. So these are 25 things that I've learned in the last 25 years. There are so many more lessons that I've learned over these years on this earth, but I wanted to keep it short for you guys. Share with me, what are some of your biggest life lessons that you've learned? Share them down below, and which one was your favorite that I brought up in this video. All right, let's get into the video.
One, it's okay to ask for help. You are a strong, independent woman, but even the strongest trees need help from the sun and rain to grow into an even stronger and more beautiful tree that will stand the test of time for hundreds of years to come. You, dear, are that tree. One day I will share with you guys a story of when I lived in Ibiza, hands down the worst time of my life on my 25 years on this planet, and it all could have been resolved in a matter of days if I just would have asked for help. 2. Save up and invest in yourself and others, as we are all connected. We all know we need to save money, but then we lack the knowledge to know how to invest that money to grow it into a meaningful pile to follow our dreams and to have financial freedom. Invest in yourself, whether that means taking courses to expand your knowledge on things you don't know, and invest in other people's courses because we are all connected. It's okay to be single. It's okay to be single. There's nothing wrong with you. Take this time to become a better you to attract an even better next, if that's what you desire. Be frugal, not cheap. Frugal is deciding to take public transportation to save a little bit on your miles and gas money. Being cheap is walking 4 miles to save $1.50 to not take a bus. Frugal is optimizing your money and your time at the same time. Being cheap is wasting your time to save $1.50. Be frugal, not cheap. It's okay to say no to plans when you need some self-loving. There will be more parties and events. You only have one mind, one body, one face, so take care of it. Most things are not as embarrassing as you think they are. Over the grand scheme of things, something embarrassing that will happen to you today will not matter in 10 years. So don't beat yourself up about it so much. If the person you like leaves you remotely confused about if they like you or not, they don't. Move on. He is either not that into you or can't express himself emotionally. Either way, run. Best advice I think on this whole thing. Wear sunscreen. Even if you're melanated, you need to wear it. Stop Googling your symptoms. Calm down. You most likely don't have cancer. It's just an ingrown hair. Finish that degree if you want to. A lot of people feel very accomplished by finishing a degree. A lot of people feel very accomplished by not having $50 in debt because of it. Don't feel pressured to do either one. Do not stress at your job as much as you do. The reality is, if you were to drop dead tomorrow, your job posting would be posted the very next day. Take care of yourself, okay? It is okay to be scared and worried about something new that is happening in your life. You cannot grow if you do not take that leap of faith. So do it. Take accountability for how your life is. No one else is to blame for the life that you currently have. Not your parents, not the government, and not your ex. We all choose, to an extent, the life we live. Everything is a choice. And when you choose to be happy is when you will be happy. Surround yourself with people you want to be like. If you want to work in a certain industry, hang out around those people in that industry. Go places where they would go. You'd be surprised how soon you end up in that industry without even realizing it. Not everything is what it seems on Instagram. The most depressed people on the earth have the biggest smiles. They don't show the tears, the pain, the fear on Instagram. So don't be jealous of people on Instagram. It's okay to not know what the future holds. Wouldn't it be really boring if we knew exactly what was going to happen to us? It's all about the journey. So enjoy the journey, enjoy learning, and enjoy making mistakes, because I'm sure you're going to make a lot of them. Failure is not always a bad thing, and whoever told you that was not successful. When you fail, you learn about all the mistakes you made so you don't make them again. So fail, my friends. Fail, and fail again. Exercise. It's great for your physical health as well as your mental health and emotional health. So make it a habit, make it fun, and find yourself a really awesome instructor that will motivate you, or an accountability partner. I'm currently looking for one, so if you are in the Omaha area, let me know in the comments. Listen more and talk less. You're not always right, and even though you might think you are, listen to what other people have to say, analyze it, and you don't always have to do what they say or agree, but just listen and try to understand. Travel as much as you can, and if you can't that often, at least go somewhere new every year. Travel makes you a more accepting person, and it teaches you about the variety of people, lifestyles, and cultures all around you. It is an experience that is well worth saving for. Let go of things you cannot control. I used to stress out so much about my friends making really, really unhealthy and bad habits. You can either stress out until the rest of your days about their bad habits. It's their body, it's their life, it's their decision, or you can let it go and be a supportive friend to them. The government this, new policy that, my boss is a douche. Let it go. Take a trip somewhere. It sounds a really foo-foo, but gratitude multiplies happiness. Consciously focusing on all the things you have rather than thinking all the things you don't have is so much better use of your brain power. Gratitude 100% fosters positivity and well-being. Listen to your gut. Your judgment is so important, but your intuition supercharges that judgment. Intuition is data from your subconscious mind based on past experiences and patterns in life. So if your gut is telling you it's wrong and this person is bad for you, listen. Don't fight it. How many of these same types of people have to hurt you before you finally listen to your gut? It's a pattern. It's not going to change. Go with the flow more, plan less. I remember when I was 19, I always reference this age when I was 19 because that was the year of just so much change for me and just tons of growth. But I remember when I was 19, before I left for Spain, I remember setting my life up and planning everything I was going to do. And when I was 25, I said I would be married with 3 kids and a little dog, and I would have a house, and I would marry a military man, and my life would be so perfect and my career would be on point. And none of that stuff happened. And I'm just so thankful that none of that happened. And I'm single at 25 and I'm healthy and I'm happy and I follow the flow and I've done so much and I've seen so many things and I've met so many people. And that to me is a lot more valuable than just getting married and having a house and a dog. So just plan less, man, and go with the flow of life and be okay with it. Everything does happen for a reason. It's never too late to start. This is an excuse for not trying. Great things can be accomplished at any age. Telling yourself otherwise is a sure way to remain stuck and frustrated. Simplify your life. Life is full of complications, obligations, and an overwhelming schedule make life more difficult and stressful. Clear out your closet. Get rid of the clutter in your house. You don't need 50 pairs of shoes. There are some extreme minimalists in the world, but when I tell you having very few things in your life makes you a lot happier, it is the truth.